Welcome back to Tarot by Cherie, my loves. How are you doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. We're going to pick a few cards from the angelic deck, and then we're going to go to this other deck to finish off the reading for today. All right, guys, let's see what comes up first. All right, first card up. Okay, so this is about you guys. This is basically self-explanatory. This is who you are, and this isn't who you always were, though. This came in time. You guys worked on yourselves. Now look at you here. You're loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. Okay, and you worked on yourself to get there. You're very proud of that as well. They're saying that it's time to buckle down and get things done, guys. So if you're feeling kind of disconnected today, it's understandable. I'm feeling disconnected to absolutely everything and everyone today. If you're feeling disconnected, please put disconnected under the video in the comments section. But it's not actually a bad feeling necessarily. It's just kind of like a feeling like I'm just floating out there in space. So I don't know, guys, but they're also saying, you know, and this goes without even having to say it to Aquarius, but honor your commitments. And they're talking about your guardian angel. Okay, so a lot of you, all of you actually, I shouldn't say a lot, all of you were assigned an angel at birth, okay? And that angel stays with you till the time of death, okay? And here they're talking about relationships, okay? So they want you to take your time, okay? This is confirmation as to what I always relate to you guys about getting involved with new people. It doesn't, in any kind of relationship, it doesn't have to be a love relationship, a romantic relationship, but any type of relationship, you should vet every person that comes into your life and make sure you protect your heart, okay? So weigh your decisions, they're saying, okay? And they're also saying that, Aquarius, for a good part of you, you can expect good health. Even if you're not feeling in the best of health right now, you may be noticing little tweaks to things getting better health-wise, okay? So that would be something else I'd be interested in hearing if you're feeling a bit better. Even if it's something like you have a little bit more energy than you used to, please comment below the video. Okay, they're talking about information here. Okay, so there's going to be some challenging information coming in for Aquarius. Okay, they're talking about delays that might bring in changes to plans. And they're also talking about truth delivered without tact, guys. Okay, so this is somebody's bluntness. So you might run into somebody who's going to be very blunt. This will be a person who is sometimes not thinking about their delivery. Okay, so they're just the type of person who doesn't really put a lot of thought into what they're saying, and they just tend to blurt things out. Okay, and then you have people who are actually trying to hurt another person, trying to bring in an insult in some way. And these are people who, always know, guys, this is always a mirrored effect. So however that person is feeling in that moment that they, hurl out some kind of, something negative toward you. Just know that this has more to do with how they're feeling, a deficit in them, and they're throwing it out there on you. Okay, because that's just it somehow makes them feel better. Okay, so we're going to move on now. So just, with meeting people like that, they tend to bring not the good out of us. They tend to bring the worst out of us. So being conscious of that and knowing where it's coming from and not lowering yourself to the level of the persons that are doing that, it just shows how powerful you are. It takes a very powerful person to be able to stand your ground when somebody's hurling insults at you, negativity, hurtful things, and you're not lowering yourself to their level. Okay, so let's continue and see what else we have. Okay, so there is some kind of information coming through about a move. So I think there might be some of you who are looking at making a purchase, a new home, or moving somewhere. to a new location. This is a very important decision. Weigh it out. Weigh it out carefully, even though this is something you've wanted for a while. They're saying there's good news here around your finances in this new location that you're moving to, that you don't have much to worry about financially, and that balance will come in for you. Okay, just make a smart decision. Okay, so let's continue. And I'm seeing this Eight of Cups here. So moving toward wealth. So I feel like a lot of my Aquariuses are in a state of mind right now where you're thinking about becoming wealthy and how much easier your lives would be, and just having this happy, prosperous life, even though money doesn't always bring in happiness. It can actually buy some happiness, right? So it can make things easier on us, and we can also help others do humanitarian projects. But I'm seeing Aquarius moving toward this immense financial opportunity, this wealth, this unexpected windfall. I see it coming in and bringing all kinds of elation and happiness. And this is something that I think everybody could speak on, that they've been waiting for this for a long time. Whether it's something you believe or something you're fantasizing about or something, I think we're all connected to the wealth and prosperity end of things, in the sense where we all want that. We all know that that is going to bring in a lot of happiness. Just the feeling of not having to get up and go to work for many of us, the feeling of just being secure and not having that worry anymore of our, where our next dollar is coming from, or our next paycheck. All right. And they're also letting you know, Aquarius, that today there is a good omen around your money. Okay. So a lot of good news around money. The Queen of Pentacles is also good news around money. The Seven of Pentacles is also good news around money. Okay, so we have a lot of money cards popping up today, Aquarius. Now I'm seeing someone here has a crush on you. Somebody has a crush on you. This is not just any crush. This is an intense crush. Now you're thinking you know who it is, or you might know who it is. Whether it's the guy at work who keeps, side-eyeing you, or the girl at, in the store that, you see her all the time and say hello, and she's always checking you out. You think you know who this is, but in actuality, there is another person who has this intense crush on you. Now, this person literally hangs on your words. This person is someone that you see occasionally, and they look at you like you're a pot of gold. As a matter of fact, they're very intimidated by you. They haven't approached you in any way on a serious level because they feel they're kind of afraid. They don't want to be turned down, and they think that you are totally out of their league. All right, so hanging on your every word, they're feeling, when they're standing alongside you, they feel your energy, and it feels really good to them. It's like a turn on almost. So yeah, they find you very exciting in all ways. Just love being around you and think that you're it. Okay, so keep that in mind. Here I'm seeing, all right, so I'm seeing some kind of information coming in for Aquarius that at first might make you feel defensive, and you might really be thinking about it in all different ways. But I think in the end you're going to realize that you took it the wrong way, or it's kind of like you thought the worst. You looked at it in the wrong way. You misconstrued it somehow. Okay, because in reality, there's something behind, how you came to the conclusion that you did, because you're holding on to something from the past. All right, this thing in the past, whatever it is that you're holding on to, Aquarius, it's able to change your perceptions and misread people and take what people say to you and actually not hear them for what they're saying, but you hear something else because you're carrying something around and it's some sort of defensiveness. So Spirit is saying it's time to let that lie. It's time to leave that and stop focusing on that, okay? And start focusing on what you're good at, Aquarius, what you're going to be able to do within moments, seconds, okay? For some of you, they're saying, be careful what you wish for, because over here, I'm seeing this broken heart or a major, major setback financially. This could be a job, some kind of deceit around a job and the people that you're working with. So there are people around you, Aquarius, that don't have good intentions, okay? You can manifest around them. So you can manifest positive things, even though you're dealing with negative people around you. You just have to visualize the negativity bouncing off of you and bouncing back to them. So in a sense, this actually works. They will get their karma. They're having bad thoughts. They're actually jealous. So they're thinking all kinds of crazy thoughts about you. They're pretending that they're happy for you when you make strides in the workplace or in conversation. If you just happen to mention anything good that's going on in your life, they pretend to support you and tell you that they're happy for you. But in reality, their intentions are not good. And they are possibly talking about you behind your back. And I feel like this is people in the workplace for some of you, okay? So all in all, if you're in a workplace with negative energy such as this, you might want to contemplate changing your job if you can, or your career. If you've been on the fence about your career and you're at a job that, you're vibrating higher than the people around you, and you just don't want to, bring yourself down to their level because they're, talking shit about people, they're talking down about people, putting people down. They don't know how to lift people up. They don't know how to be supportive. They don't know how to love and be kind. And you are the opposite of this, Aquarius, okay? You're able to manifest in beautiful things around all of this and send their karma back to them. Exactly what their thoughts are of you, or at least what they're talking about, is going to come back on them tenfold, okay? So you might feel like this is some sort of a setback at first, but once you figure out how to use this manifestation tool, you're actually going to be laughing. You're actually going to be seeing them coming back into the workplace one by one, saying, oh my God, yesterday, I got in an accident, or, we don't want to wish bad things on people, but, and they're saying here that, okay, just give me a second because I just got something crazy. There's something about you, Aquarius, that people, when they're around you, they're picking up on something. They don't know quite what it is, but when people try to get over on you or say something bad about you, something happens to them. And it's becoming like a thing, like they're starting to see, they're starting to recognize this. Like, when we talk about so-and-so and they say your name, something follows, something, not good happens to them. And yeah, so this is what's happening. Here, there's sadness around this commitment to something you're wanting, Aquarius. So I feel like here, I have two people in a relationship, or this could be for a lot of you who are in relationships, okay? And I'm seeing that you're very committed because you're with the person you wanted. So you got what you wanted, but at the same time, there's something nudging you. There's some kind of unhappiness. And you're asking yourself, is this me that I'm just not a happy person? Or is this coming from the person I'm with? But you're realizing more and more that it has to do with your perceptions, which are changing now. So we're going through these perceptions that are changing the way we look at people, places, and things. and our lives are becoming easier for that. Okay, I'm seeing two feminines being looked at. Like, okay, there is a masculine out there who is looking at you, Aquarius, two of you. Like you're an opportunity, like your dinner on a plate or something. Like he is so confident that he could get with either one of you. All right. And in actuality, there's a reason for it. He's very self assured. He sees you both as, you know, um, somebody that he could be with anytime, anytime. And, for one of you, I'm seeing some kind of movement toward him. So he is confident for a reason. He thinks that he could definitely be with one of you, and pretty sure he could be with the other. But the other is who I'm talking to now. You're the Queen of Cups and you're an empath. And he might be misaligned with yours, how you operate and what your thought process is, okay? Because you're somebody powerful. You're coming into your powers now and you're somebody special and you treat yourself that way. And you don't just let anybody in. There's a process to come in for you, all right? And you make people work for your, not in a bad way, but people have to show you that they are worthy of you in a sense that they are operating with integrity in life, that they are loyal, that they can be loyal, and that they're a good person. Okay, so you're one of those people who, are very careful and selective about who you're letting into your life. And so this masculine is going to have a run for his money if and when he tries to come in for the Queen of Cups here. All right, let's continue. All right, guys, use your intuition. I am seeing that your intuition, like we've been talking about for months, is coming in for you super strong, okay? And it's bringing in new thought processes, new starts for a lot of you, starting over financially and bringing things to the table very quickly. I see you celebrating. So thinking differently, thinking happier thoughts, thinking more positively, thinking about how you can change things in your life for the better and do it quickly, okay? And I am seeing this new financial opportunity coming in for you, Aquarius. So this could be a new job for a lot of you, a new career. I see somebody... your job this isn't your job, this is a lover, okay? This ended terribly. This was a terrible ending, and I feel like this was something that was a learning process and that you've already gone through. This is something from the past, because at this point, Aquarius, you see yourself as the star, okay? And that's who you are, and that's who Spirit sees you to be. You're a big, beautiful light of source, and they want you to know how much you're cherished and loved, okay? But you've gone through it. You've had like this one ending in particular in your life that stayed with you because it was such a tower moment. It was such a a hard ending. I don't know if it was long and drawn out or if it was just a very difficult ending, but you are certainly free of this now, okay? And a lot of you have kept yourselves in a position, been holding back from allowing yourselves to fall fully in love with somebody, and telling yourselves that the reasoning that you're not falling deeply in love with, one person after another that you're dating is something about them, or something's amiss, or, basically making an excuse for reasons why you haven't allowed yourself to fall deeply in love, to look into someone's eyes and just let it go. Just let go and totally trust in that person, okay? I am seeing that somebody really good and worthy of you is coming into your life, Aquarius, all right? And they're going to view you as the star, and they're going to love you without having any restrictions or any, you know, ideas of who you should be, who they want you to be. It's just going to be an amazingly satisfying relationship. And I feel for a lot of you, you're going to be meeting this person within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And this is mostly for my singles, I imagine. Okay, hopefully those of you in marriages aren't looking to fall deeply in love with someone else. Okay, so here I'm seeing something dark. It looks like some of you are still dealing with some darkness in your life, but the difference now, even though you're feeling a little stuck here with this person or this thing that you're going through, it looks like the thing that's different about you is you're super strong now. You've changed, Aquarius. You've changed, and you're able to think deeper about things and think in a way where you know who you are, you're self-assured, you have the utmost confidence in yourself. And so anyone who comes across like this, or anything where you're feeling this kind of energy, you can fight it off immediately. You're that strong. Okay, your strength is very potent right now. You can fight off anyone or anything because you're an enlightened one. Okay, so the stuckness is getting ready to, and it's not even getting ready, okay, because the Hanged Man tells us we're not really stuck in the first place. We can just untie that ankle and walk away. All right, so you've been free of this the whole time. You've just maybe been telling yourself that you're not actually free of this yet, because. All right, but I am seeing you with the utmost confidence and strength coming to the conclusion that you are so beautiful. You're so this is the Nine of Pentacles. You're independent. You don't need anybody. You don't need to feel any of this. You don't need to be pressured. You don't need to feel like you're stuck with someone or something that's bringing in unhappiness. And you're way too special to feel that way and to be in that situation to begin with, okay? So it's time to start perceiving and looking at things differently, Aquarius, as we move into this fifth dimension. All right, I am seeing abundance. Okay, so this turning into this, so big changes coming in, changes like you've never seen before, huge changes, okay, for the better, Aquarius. And I am seeing for those of you who are getting into these relationships or wanting a relationship, you have your person that you're thinking about, you're on the cusp, you're not actually involved in this romantic relationship yet, but you're attracted to someone, you're talking to someone, and you're moving toward them. Okay, the door is opening now for this. So they're saying now is the time to make your move, Aquarius. This person is going to be right for you. They're going to be able to shower you with love, good advice. They're going to put you on a pedestal. They're going to be kind to you and see you for who you really are and appreciate you for who you really are. Okay, because right now they are attracted to you the way you're attracted to them. And I'm seeing like some kind of connection here from another life perhaps. So this is a very potent connection. Yeah, they're saying you moved away from one another through a different door, a different period of time, okay? But this lifetime, you've gotten the lesson last lifetime. So this lifetime, you're going to have it all together. You're going to do very well together. You're going to spend the rest of your lives together, and you're going to do it happily, okay? Life isn't going to be perfect, but you are going to have a very, very close-knit, tight relationship that is going to be, I see you together till the end of life, okay, till one of you passes. All right, guys, that is today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you are having a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.